Hey there, friends and enemies. JoPaWrites here once again, and today Marvel's Avengers just dropped Spider-Man. Now I've got the opening cutscene that introduces him to the Avengers, as well as some gameplay for you guys. I wanted to show that off because he is probably my favorite character in the game right now, and I am not kidding. I've loved Black Panther since I played him. I've been a Thor main since day one, but Spider-Man feels like Crystal Dynamics has learned from everything they've done with all the various characters so far and wrapped it all into Spider-Man, and he feels fantastic. I'm going to go over a little bit of his information. Then we'll watch the cutscene and all that kind of good stuff. If you enjoy the video, hit that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Helps me out tremendously, and I'll be posting a bunch more Marvel Avengers content, including a bunch of videos from the new Discordant Sound raid, as well as a Spider-Man build in the next few days. So jump into it. His skills are pretty interesting. He definitely has a little taste of, like I said, the other characters. You have Spider Drone, which feels like the kimono beads a little bit from Black Panther. However, all of his abilities end up encasing the enemies in webbing, and it really works as excellent crowd control. We've also got his web bomb. Again, wrap them up in the web casing, and yeah, they don't go anywhere. You can pin them to walls and whatnot. Then finally, you've got his wrecking ball. This is a huge slam. Again, it adds the webbing to the enemies and it slows them down. This has been invaluable in my early gameplay. We have to see how it performs once you get to a later end game, more challenging enemy type of situation. However, for now, especially with a lot of mobs around, he is absolutely phenomenal. Now, I want to show you the cutscenes that showcase him first meeting the Avengers, and then we're going to get into some gameplay as well.
Hey there, New York. Friendly neighborhood Spider-Man here. Wanted to give a bit of a life update since I'm sure you're wondering where I've been the past couple of weeks. Come on, guys. I'm talking to my fans right now. Sorry about that. But yeah, I've been a little busy, and I've sorta not really kinda been working with the Avengers. It's like a side hustle.
A side hustle?
Hard taking down a multinational corporation, especially when your team has been deemed outlaws in the public eye. But we still find time to enjoy ourselves outside of work. I've actually been able to do a lot more recreational stuff since I joined them. Here's a secret from yours truly. The Avengers? Surprisingly normal outside of bad guy butt kicking. They're like this big family of heroes, all working together and helping out, but...
Is that supposed to be Johnny Cage? What the heck?
Not that I've been goofing off. It's still serious work fighting alongside the Avengers. But you know how it is. Saving the city all the time. All by yourself. It gets kind of lonely. I've met so many cool people now. I've been to so many wonderful places. And you know I'd never leave New York. You guys are always my number one. But the Avengers are like no other friends I've ever had. It's been kind of great.
This is pretty cool.
Sorry, I'm totally getting ahead of myself. Let me back up a little bit. Start from the beginning. This is safe, right? Yeah, totally safe. What could possibly go wrong? Okay, I did not think this one through.
Bill should be in contact soon to fill us in. Hey guys, we have a visitor.
Spider-Man.
Hey! You know, you guys should really consider getting a doorbell. Or a front door. Can I come in now?
That was pretty funny.
Okay, Spider-Man.
Look at his outfits. They're lit.
You two know each other.
Spider-Man's been fighting baddies in New York for like ever.
Sorry. I spent the last 5 years frozen. And in space.
I was living in a trailer.
With internet.
Well, I'd say I'm insulted, but 50% recognition ain't bad.
AIM had a pretty extensive file on him. No ID though.
You cover your tracks well.
Peter Parker.
Coming from you, you can't see it behind the mask, but I'm totally blushing right now.
Still doesn't explain why you were hanging off our helicarrier mid-flight.
Yeah, I need Tiny Dancer. She helped my friend slip some AIM intel to the Resistance a while ago. I was hoping...
I'm listening.
Right. So, I think AIM's working on something big. Like... chemical weapons big. I'm having trouble getting specifics because every file I've pulled off their servers is super redacted. The number of black bars on these things puts some modern art to shame.
And
I'm trying to track down their supplier, but I need Tiny Dancer to break AIM's encryption so I can get into one of their facilities. I can handle the rest myself.
Let us take a look first. If you're right about what AIM's got planned, we'll help you get into that facility. Hang out until we're ready to go.
Cap Wolf is the best. It's so ridiculous.
Big deal. It's just to get in. You're still walking. Okay. Don't worry. I'm an expert in hanging out. Get it?
That was terrible.
Hanging?
That was terrible.
That was funny. You know you guys don't have to come with me, right?
We know. Still gotta help, though. It's what we do. And, you don't have to wear that mask around us if you don't want to.
It's not really about me. There are people back home that I need to protect. And the mask helps me do that.
Hey, I get it. No one back home knows I'm Miss Marvel either. Except my Abu, of course, but, mask or no mask, we all need people who have our backs and really get us.
Yeah.
Even the weird parts. Especially the weird parts. In any case, you should check out the place. Thor and the Hulk are competing in the harm room, but I'm sure you could kick them out.
The harm room? Is that name literal or ironic?
You'll see. Welcome to the Chimera, Spider-Man.
Lit.
Thanks. Let's hope this was the right call, Pete.
Definitely was. Now, there are several reasons I really enjoy playing Spider-Man so far. His movement is great. Not only can you latch onto enemies from a distance and web your way over towards them, but you can also just generally web swing, which is awesome. His abilities can cover the enemies in web encasing and basically stun lock them. It's fantastic. I think he's combined a lot of great parts. You see the stunning that the pin factor that you see with Thor's hammer. You've got the ability to pull himself towards the enemies like Black Widow. His L1 again reminds me of the kimono beads from Black Panther. He can heal with them if he wants to, and then his ultimate ability can do a bunch of damage if you are able to get a clump of enemies together. And if they're bigger enemies, it doesn't kill them. You'll also encase them in their own in the web casing as well. So there's a lot of reasons that I am super high on him, and I feel like he's going to be one of my favorite characters. The movement, flying in this game can be a hit or miss sometimes. So the ability to have a character that has great movement outside of just flying is amazing. Black Panther's is pretty solid, but not as good as others. You've got Kate Bishop, who teleports. You've got Hawkeye, who uses his bow. But I think Spider-Man's movement might be my favorite in the entire game. Using his intrinsic to be able to use finishers on enemies too is great. I like that a lot. It's just something different. That's the one thing that's definitely unique for Spider-Man. The movement is unique. Yeah, there's just a lot of reasons. You can wall run with him, which is fantastic. You can perch on walls. It's just, his kit is very, very well done, and probably, like I said, my favorite in the game overall. Now, we'll see once I am able to make a full build for him, but that'll be coming in the next few days, and I'm going to see what the best way to handle it is I can already tell you that from the opening of the Discordant Sound raid, he's going to be very, very effective in the first room with all the spiders roaming around and his ability to take down or limit large numbers of enemies with his web bomb especially.